Hello Aries, and welcome to your December 2023 reading. So, I meditated on your energy, and oh yes, happy Yule, winter solstice, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever the celebration to mark this beautiful time of year where the longest night will pass and the light will start rising again. It's a good time to put our intentions into what we want the light to bring into our lives. So, on this, the first card that comes in as you come into December, you are Five of Cups in reverse and the Three of Cups in reverse. So here we're touching the release of an old sadness, but we're not able to rise our vibration yet. Being able to celebrate the good things in our lives and just having that inner joy, natural inner joy, not because we're having something or whatever, but just that state of being. But we are releasing the sadness. Second card is the Pope in reverse. And the Pope is the keeper of tradition, but in a sense like he has the wisdom, he understands the wisdom from all the pains, the deeper understandings and things like that, the soul's transformations and what it needs and so on. And he applies it into this life through discernment, tradition, morality, and so on, so that the as above, so below can be uninterrupted. Is in reverse. So this is like, okay, I'm releasing the sadness, but I don't know how to apply it in my life so that I can actually be freed of it. The last card is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So we could be releasing a sadness about something that did not become. We'll see when we clarify, and it's going to be different for all of you. Under these cards, we have the Seven of Swords. So I'm not only releasing my old sadness, but also maybe how I used to sabotage myself due to that old sadness. Because if I focus on what I lost and don't have, and that this is my reality, of course I'm going to rob myself of joy, happiness, fulfillment, and opportunities, okay, richness. Under that, I have the Devil and I have Judgment. So it's like a big karma that is being released, judged upon. That means I'm going to bring back the old parts of me that lived the sadness, the young me or whatever. It all comes up to the surface. And I'm going to judge it with the trumpet. So that means with a higher frequency, I'm going to see exactly how I might have limited myself or codependent myself in this world. Whatever Saturn's lesson karma here. Under the Pope, we have the High Priestess. So my soul, you know it inside of you, my beautiful Aries. And I'm slowly, look at see those 3 cups. Yes, I'm releasing that. That does not have to be my reality. But I'm still not seeing the way out. So I'm still on my guards and not in action I'm not making the moves to change that. I'm still expecting to be hurt. I'm still on the on the fence of things. Two of Cup in reverse, King of Cup in reverse. This is a lot of water in reverse. So that tells me that you have this surge of unresolved emotions that might come up to the surface here, Aries, to be addressed, to be so that you can find your emotional ground, so that you can heal and understand what could have happened, the misconnections, the losses, the mirrors that don't fit. Why? Under our page of Pentacle, we have the King of Pentacle in reverse, Seven of Pentacle, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. It's like if here we have all these emotions, and here the aspect in your reality, where it hits in your reality. When we have characters here, Page and the King in reverse, it's when it comes to our engagement, our capacity to engage, support, be supported, be engaged to. It's always a vice versa. Finding the pleasures in life, because, you know, King of Pentacle is Epicurean. Knowing our worth and our value, and being able to invest in this world, in it, not just waiting and looking at what we've had and what we've done until now and not being satisfied of it. Under that, the Two of Swords, you will have to come to a conclusion here. You will have to make a choice between, is my life a disappointment filled with sadnesses, where if I believe that, that's how I rob myself of the possibility of having fruitful, abundant, loving experience of life here. It doesn't have to be as dramatic, but it's just that, wow, the parts of you that were preventing you from experimenting this in your concrete life will come up to be addressed. We're in Sagittarius season. That talks of our core beliefs. We will have a full moon in Cancer at the end of the month, going into the waters, pulling out the waters. So the light is being shown. We just came out of Scorpio. So whatever condensation of pain you were living on, holding on, recessing, this month the light will be shown on it. Let's clarify this. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Aries for the month of December 2023. December 2023. Okay. All right, show me the Three of Cups and the Five of Cups in reverse. Three of Cups and the Five of Cups in reverse for Aries. All right. we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So as it comes up to the surface, it might feel like, things are getting worse and worse and worse. It's because you really need to get the understanding. It's almost like it's going to make it almost caricatural so that you can see what you need to look inside, face him within yourself. Let's look at that Seven of Swords. I'm reacting because I haven't came back from my old sadness and losses, maybe from my childhood or whatever. I haven't come back from it. I didn't understand what it all meant, and I haven't, because as we get back from it, we acknowledge what it was, but then we acknowledge ourselves in it also, which allows us not to be on the defensive anymore, not to be conflicted or in conflicts anymore, because we're like, okay, I'm done. I have nothing to prove. I understand what it was, and now I'm back from Vietnam. I'm not shell shock reacting to things caused by old sadnesses, because this is how I rob myself of joy. I react also fast on the reaction, but not constant, and not because I'm in the here and now following my passion, but because I am reacting to circumstances. Let's look at the Judgment and the Devil here. What are you pulling a judgment on? What are you pulling a judgment on? Ooh, we have the Tower. So this is a pretty shock that, sometimes something happens to us. It shakes us to the core, but it's so that we can address it and change it, the Fool, so that we can really start at zero, so that we don't bring our baggage in our new venues, our new connections, even if they're old connections, but we don't bring our baggage in. We can have faith. Let's look at that Pope in reverse. So, Aries here, you probably have had pretty big shock. Here, Three of Cups, maybe with people around you. And here, how do I bring my discernment, my wisdom into this situation so that I can continue to grow? High Priestess. What is the High Priestess trying to tell you? Because here we have the Four of... You're still on your guards and you're not making moves from your higher self. What is... during the month, you might see yourself doing this. So, your higher self is telling you that you have worth and value here. But your reactions are stronger than your higher self. That's why you're not able to get out of the situation or rise above the situation. You're not able to receive the cup that is being offered to you, or yourself, hey, here's my cup. My grounded cup of love, appreciation, this is what I do, this is what I love, whatever it is. When strength is in reverse, this is when our animalistic side, our ego, our wounds, our reactions are stronger than the wise part of us. The part of us that's still our soul, that's still connected with the logos of the divine. Let's look at the Two of Cups and the King of Cups in reverse. I'm reacting emotionally overreacting to a connection. Here is the Magician. But the Magician upright here, have to be careful not to fall into manipulation when our cups are so, our wands and our cups are so all over the place here. Let's look at that Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is in reverse because we're still not hearing our High Priestess, what our soul is trying to tell us. She's the middle between the life's experiences and the wisdom from it. That's why she can remain in the middle between the two pillars here. She has the wisdom of the divine inside of her, which will be applied by the Pope. But we need to listen to her. If not, we're just in our reactions mechanic of ego functioning. Let's look at the... All right. We need to move on. Seven of Swords. Move on from the betrayals or the feelings of betrayals, and how we've robbed ourselves. It's time to turn the page, forgive, move on, push ourselves to a more calmer, serene state of emotions. And then, Two of Swords, make a concrete decision, a concrete, wise decision from a healing place, so that we can, continue with enthusiasm in life and not having to deal with all these surge of emotions. So this is what is going to be called to you this month, my beautiful Aries, to actually make a sound decision, inspired decision. The hermit went to see the High Priestess. Okay, that's why he can follow his inner light, his inner wisdom and truth to bring things in harmony. Deciding that we want harmony, we want peace, serenity. We will willingly bring ourselves there. The parts of us that were triggered, heavily triggered at the beginning of the month, the parts of us that were wounded, but not just on that tower, but from a long time ago that just piggybacked on it. Either I continue to react, to juggle, to be in pain, or I move on, dissatisfied, or I move on and I choose happiness and peace. I'm going to call that choosing happiness and peace, Aries. The wounded parts will come up, and you have a choice to heal them, to release them, to say, okay, this is not me. I have to take master of this. I don't want to be reacting in my life and always having that feeling of dissatisfaction into where I am right now, when it comes to my acknowledgement, my recognition of others, or even myself, or even what I've built. I need to release all of that so that I can receive what I need to start having pleasure, being engaged, fruitful, rejoicing in a simple manner. So, all right. I'm going to call this, it's a big decision. And it's a decision to rise above the wounds, but how should we call that? I'm going to call that healing from the shock. Or, yeah. Healing from the shock. All right? On this, my beautiful Aries, I am sending you all my love and light. And of course, if you want a private reading, there's the description below. Website, user-friendly. Everything is there. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. It helps more than you think. And please subscribe to help grow the channel. Also, what helps more than you think is your donations. Thank you. And of course, on the new moons and full moons, I ask the divine to give you back in the way that serves you the best. And on this, Merry Christmas again, Hanukkah, Yule, solstice, and I'll see you next month.